generations. And the stranger shall stand and feed your flocks.
Yeah, so this is how it's going to be. It's just going to be a power switch. Okay? The people that's on the bottom, the children of Israel, we're going to be back in our rightful spot on top. Esau going back on the bottom, and these other nations, they just going to be in their proper order and in between. And they going to be doing the same thing they're doing now. Like them heathens, the Moabites over there in the sweatshops sewing up and making stuff, cooking. They're going to do that in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to have them make our garments. We're going to have them cooking food. We're going to have Esau, like he like to work Jacob there, this society building it up. He's going to build up our place. He's going to build up the kingdom of heaven. You know how vexing that's going to be to them? There it is. Look at their base-ass kingdom. They stomping on concrete and asphalt. We're going to have streets paved with gold. Which gold is more safer on your joints than fucking concrete and asphalt. Okay? We ain't going to have these skyscrapers in our kingdom. It's going to be lawful. It ain't going to be higher than 3 stories. Okay? So you ain't going to see none of these phallic symbols of buildings. To hell with that. Okay? Then Jake, we're going to keep reading. It says, our people going to be boasting in the glory of the nations, man. You see these crackers, they walk around, they think they got some shit like, oh, I'm riding an Escalade. And I got a few diamond rings. That diamonds is worthless anyway, but we're going to be dripping on you damn heathens, man. Keep reading.
And the stranger shall stand and feed your flocks.
Yep.
And the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
Yeah, so like, you know, Issachar out there working like slaves for the white man, picking his vegetables and fruits and stuff. Alright, working on his farm, cutting the grass. The Sharita crackers gonna be doing that. Okay? It's all gonna get flipped. It's gonna get flipped upside down on it. Keep reading.
But ye shall be named of the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you ministers of the Most High. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in the glory shall ye boast yourselves. For your shame ye shall have double.
Yep.
And for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them.
That's right. That's it on that. So the royal priesthood, which we go back to 1 Peter 2 and 9, the royal priesthood is talking about Israel because they're promised to be the ministers of the Lord. Alright? And the kingdom of heaven is promised to them. So they, like we did a lesson before, the only people who had the rights to be the kings and priests of the Most High are the children of Israel because it was promised to them and it was given to them. Okay? Keep reading.
1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9.
Yep.
But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation.
Now who's a holy nation? The scriptures tell you who's holy. It's the children of Israel. Get that in well, you can go to it. I was gonna hold out on it, but you can go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. Well, first get Deuteronomy 1 and 1 and then go to 7 and 6. Alright, because we know how you people like to twist the Old Testament too, you pastors. Alright, the book of Deuteronomy was written specifically to the nation of Israel.
7 verse 6.
Deuteronomy 1 and 1, then 7 and 6. Slow.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on the side of Jordan in the wilderness.
Yeah, so now you can go to 7 and 6. So now we know who Moses is speaking to when he makes this statement in Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's plain. So Moses, through the Spirit of the Lord, was speaking to Israel, and that proves who the chosen generation is, all right? And the holy nation, the holy people, because another word for nation is people, okay? So you can go back to where we was in, unless you got a precept, you can go back to where we was in 1 Peter 2:9.
Peter chapter 2 verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of darkness unto his marvelous light.
Now that word peculiar, when you go into the Greek, it's Strong's Greek 47, Periopaesis, which means possession, one's own property. So the Israelites are the Lord's property. We belong to him. We don't belong to nobody else, all right? But you got the elite banking families, all right, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, they're the tops of those families. They want to implement the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, which you read in Revelation 13, okay? By them implanting you with that chip, they saying that you are their property. You belong to them. When we belong to the Lord. That's what peculiar people mean. It means you are the Lord's possession. Okay? And that was talking to Israel for the glory of the Lord. Now go to Titus 2:14. So any of these pastors trying to break down 1 Peter 2:9, including these nations, they're going off. And any of you charlatans, you false prophets amongst Israel, talking about you Israelites, but you trying to say these damn heathens, the Lord gonna destroy you too, because that Peter wasn't talking to no heathens. He was talking to Israelites that was in a heathenistic mindset amongst them, those Greek and East country nations, man. Clowns. All right. Now this is Paul speaking to Titus at Titus 2:14.
Titus chapter 2 verse 14. Who gave himself for us?
Talking about the Lord, because the Lord died for the nation of Israel. I tell you that in Matthew 1:21. All right. To save his people from their sins. Iniquity, which is sin upon sin. All right, keep reading.
And purify unto us a peculiar people, zealous of good works.
That's 2:14. Now that word peculiar right there is Strong's Greek 40:41. Periolis, which means that which is one's own, belonging to one's possessions, of people selected by God from the other nations for his own possession. Go to 2 Esdras 6:54. Unless you got a precept. If you got one, you can bring it up. But it said that a people selected by God from the other nations for his own possession. 2 Esdras 6:54.
2 Esdras chapter 6 verse 54.
Yep.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou hast made Lord of all creatures, of him come we all.
Which is true. Every living person that's stumping on this earth, all right, their line goes back to Adam. All right, through Noah and through one of Noah's 3 sons that survived the flood, with Noah and their wives, which was 8 persons. Okay. So everybody's lineage go back to Adam some way, shape, or form. All right.